We've painted the paneling. There is something special about the hallway. I got another Samsung frame. Imagine the fire on at Christmas. Here is the lounge currently. There is a problem, let me show you. Hi, hello, welcome back to the vlog. Sorry I've been so absent. There has been a lot going on. I thought I would give you a Reno update because I haven't done one of those in a while. It's a very exciting time. It's September and September is project completion time. I'm having a smint. Have you seen these before? They're so good. We've become like a dip. Oops, that's me. 1 second. I've just triggered the car alarm. Not sure what that was about. Just getting my smints, guys. These smints, they're really good. And then because I've just been using the Portaloo, we always keep hand sani in the car. So yeah, I thought I would give you a little update on everything that's going on. The decorators are actually in today at the moment, not a euphemism. That's happening in a few days. We'll see. But they're in at the moment, so I just want to kind of stay out of their way as much as possible. But yeah, it's exciting. It's a Sunday. We're going to go for a little bit of brunch in a sec when it opens in an hour. But I was just like, should we just do a quick little whip round? But I was just like, do you know what? My energy is quite low. I've had some incredibly low moments emotionally. I am so sorry if you are going through a Reno at the moment. It is soul destroying. Soul destroying. I've had some of like the toughest days I've ever had. There's just a lot of pressure, isn't there? And money, time, troubles, like nothing you haven't heard of before, but I do feel like we're in a Grand Designs episode. So I think I'm going to be doing like updates throughout the day. That's what's best for my energy levels. And I thought, share that as a tip. Like my mum works like that. She kind of like does things in stabs rather than not doing it or like doing it to your best ability entirely. So little stabs, updates throughout the day. We're here doing a little bit of cleaning because we've got carpets going down at some point. So I will be doing my first bit of manual labour that I have done on the whole project so far. I've been quite good at delegating up to this point. So yeah, I just thought I'd take you along for the day and show you some new bits about the house. I hope you like this content. Let me know if you want more Reno stuff. We might not have a Reno for that long. Update on room number 1. This room was the one that we found was the hardest to work out what to do in. Thank goodness we have a design team. We've painted the paneling. I have been told off by a few people for that, few followers, but I think it's going to look amazing. We've also got tiles down now, which is really exciting. Really exciting. Look at them. They look so good. It's going to be such like a grand entrance. This is the colour of the wall. They were kind of like a dark, treacly stained colour before, and so it's just brought so much light into the space. We do need to get the fireplace cleaned, and it was broken down here, which is a bit annoying, but stuff breaks during Renos, doesn't it? But look, all needs to be cleaned. They've got 2 little creepy girls on the edge here. I call them Brenna and Connie, my sister's names. And then look, here are the tiles. Probably don't go with my dirty Adidas, but I'll probably become a little bit posher when I move in. That was a joke. I'm not about to get a horse. And then if I switch you around, we're doing a lot of work on the stairs. I'll put a before picture in here, but this was all closed off, super dark. And then we're just about to start decorating on the top. So we're going to do lighter staining here. This kind of apricot colour is obviously getting painted, but the hallway is starting to come together. I just can't believe that we get to have this as our entrance hallway, and this is going to be us coming back home. Imagine the fire on at Christmas when people come in. I'm definitely going to have to host, which means I'm going to have to learn how to cook. Maybe. This is such a beautiful step. I think I said, but this was all closed off here before, and then the decorators are just decorating the paneling along here today. We've got spindles, which I'll show you in a sec, that are all going in there, and then new bishop's heads going on top. Then we were going to lose storage under the stairs. Tricky for me to explain / show, but we've managed to do a secret little door here underneath Andy's office, so we can put storage in there and stuff, and we're not losing any space. I'm going to walk into the downstairs WC. It's pretty boring. There's nothing in here at the moment. It did have to get a lot of plastering done to it. I don't know. I've been a little bit out of the loop, but we've got light. I'm going to say first fix light fittings have gone in. I think I just sort of make up terms as we go and people roughly know what I'm speaking about. Could be really fancy in here. One of the issues is that we can't find any is it Carrera Viola? The kind of like purpley veined marble. We need offcuts for the sink, but we can't find any offcuts. It's too expensive to get a whole slab. So we might have to pivot on an idea there. But if you have any bright ideas on what to do on that, let me know. Or if you have any Viola marble you'd like to sell to me, I'm a buyer. This is my office. I was so unsure about the dark grey to begin with, but I feel like it's dark academia style and it's going to look so cool and cozy, especially in the Burr months. I don't know how I've got squeezed another office out the house, but I have. And look, I think this colour is called like Vulcan or something. But yeah, I was like, ooh, it's really dark, but I think it's going to look so cool, especially with the panelling. The panelling is all original as well. No faux panelling in here. And I can't believe that I'm going to be working at a desk here in front of this beautiful window, and then the fireplace I need to show you separately. So desk here, and then we've got a lot of custom cabinetry that still needs to go in. I think joinery is going to be the very last thing that gets done. But this is the fireplace. So we kept the original limestone surround, tiled, all of those tiles are new, but I don't think they look new, which is nice. And then these tiles are new as well. And this is called a raised hearth. And it just gives a little bit of something to the room and to the fireplace. I don't know what they did or how they did it, but I'm really liking the way it's looking. Typically, October, November, December are like my crazy months for work. It is for everyone though, really, I think, regardless of the industry that you're in, but particularly content. So I'm going to be in here doing lots of editing, calls, meetings. I can't wait for my teams to come out. So I've got my Insanity team and my LTK team, and I feel like we're gonna have some meetings in here. It's gonna be cute. I got another Samsung frame, but it's so good. You know, we got the 85-inch one. Currently got that in the London flat. That's going to be moved over soon. But I got another frame for in here, 65-inch, I think. They're just silly sizes, but they are so beautiful. I'm going to get a little like gold frame to go around it, and it does just look like art. I think Samsung have done such a good job on that. Samsung, sponsor me, because I'm going to sell so many frames. And then here is the lounge currently. We were really excited to see the light fittings go in. I particularly love this one. I'm not a lover of pendants, but I just think that is so beautiful. Starting to get light come into the room now. Look how stunning that is. And we've got the new floorboards. We did engineered timber throughout the house, pretty much everywhere apart from the top floors, which is the carpets. A, for cost savings, but B, I do just think that the eaves rooms suit a softer carpet. So that's why we're here today. We are cleaning for the carpets to go down. I think they go down on Tuesday or Wednesday. Look at this light fitting. And we've got the new marble fireplace. So good. There is a problem, let me show you. Sorry, that's the light fitting as well. I love the colour. It's coming up more brown, but it's a greeny colour. And it's so lovely. It obviously needs another coat, but there's no point in really doing the final coat until you've had all your fixtures and everything going, because otherwise you'll just end up doing the work twice. Let me show you the fireplace. I think it's from Victoria Stone, but don't quote me on that. And then we've gone for a log burner as well. But look, someone's put the fireplace in, and I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's not coming up on the camera. There's a huge foot-long scratch there, and then there's another one here, which is disappointing, but that should be getting remedied. And yeah, that's the lounge. It should be like a really lovely room to come and chill out in and be really calm. And obviously we're coming from like, well, we've lived for the past 4 years in our central London flat, and so just coming here and it's so calm and quiet. Like, it's going to be a really big life shift. Currently in the utility, this room requires a lot of imagination because it just doesn't have anything in it yet. We're doing a lot of joinery, so that's being created off site, but we do have a dog wash. Look at it. I've never seen one so high before, but let me know if you think that's right. And I guess it will be like, oh yeah, look, it is raised inside, so it's not like you're bending down the whole way. The obvious thing to say is that we actually don't have a dog at the moment. We're aware of that. Hopefully that will be changing, question mark. And here we're on the other side of the dog wash. Imagination required. We will be having 2 tumble dryers and 2 washing machines. Yep, there's only 2 of us in the house currently, but hopefully that's changing one day. Or we can just have loads of people over and just run like a laundrette. And now I'm back in the kitchen. This feels like we've kind of got our kitchen back a little bit. It was the storage room. It still kind of is the storage room, but now we can actually walk through it and look, it's not too bad. We can like sit in here, have space. It's really quiet, it's really peaceful, beautiful light. I'm gonna take a little break now, and then I'll do the next couple of floors for you once the decorators are out. Hi there. I look a little bit different. We did a walk in 25-degree heat and went out for brunch, and then spent, I'm gonna guess, 2, maybe 3 hours doing the cleaning bits. The decorators are gonna leave shortly, so I thought I will wait to do a quick sweep of the house and show you some new bits before I do. I'm having a dash. I had a chicken and bacon M&S sandwich, prawn cocktail crisps, a cookie, and some Percy Bigs. So fueled by E-numbers and glucose, I shall do the rest of the tour in due course. Okay, I'm not gonna be looking very good in this vlog, and I think that's okay. Hair up, we've just started mopping, sweeping, vacuuming the kitchen for what we don't really know, but we just got sick of it just looking such a state and it just dusty. So yeah, we are in the lounge at the moment. You can see the wooden floors. Aren't they so nice? And then we've got this, sage green. Not really sage green, well, yeah, actually, to be fair, on the walls. And we've got light fixtures in today for the first time, so I really like this one. Isn't that nice? It's like a kind of modern chandelier. I was gonna say chandelier, that would be peak posh. Picture light, and then these little lights here. And look, we have a fireplace and a log burner. We had to fit this ourselves, as in there wasn't a log burner here before. I definitely wasn't fitting the flumes, etc. But what do you think of this? It wasn't what we were expecting, to be honest. Everything kind of looks different in a CAD when you've only got so many pixels to like make a decision about something. But we have just gone with what our designers say, really. And then the ceiling is kind of like a bit of a grey, which again, I wasn't sure. I was like, why would you not do it white? But I think it looks really good. And then let me show you. We're doing a whole new staircase. In terms of like, we're actually not replacing the staircase, but we're making so many adjustments to it, and spindles was one of them. So we've gone for this, just a lot simpler and probably more modern than what was there before. 85-inch TV here, thank you very much. All the doors need to be flipped, sanded, new latches, new handles, and that's the lounge. I'm excited for a very quiet, peaceful Sundays in here, reading a book, bit of classical music, time away from my phone. And then in the evenings, I think we're gonna do like a blanket basket. And you know, I'm trying to get into TV at the moment. I've just finished watching Hostage. It was okay. Love is Blind, I think, was a lot better, but I do like trash. And so just, yeah, being in here in the evenings on the sofa, having a mint tea, bit of dark chocolate, and watching your new favorite show, I think is lovely. New windows, obviously. Timber windows. I feel like I talk in every single video about the price of timber windows, but they are insane. I might quit content creation and go into the timber window manufacturing game. Watch this space. Back in the hallway, but I love how we've got hero beams, we've called them, and then painted paneling, and just the mixture of the two I think is so lovely. I'm trying to think about whether, I'm gonna have to look over my footage because I can't remember whether I showed you the study or not. I think I did, one sec. Turns out I did the whole ground floor for you. Okay, it's one of those days because I was doing short form and long form, so I wasn't 100% sure what I had covered. Okay, well in that case, should I wrap this or should I show you the next floor? I think I'm gonna wrap this for now, and I'll do the next floor another time. Lots of decorating still going on. Sunday, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna wrap it here then. I hope that's enough for you. Maybe a bit brief, but it's exciting, and I like a shorter video. Anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any ideas. What's your favorite room? What room do you think I'm gonna like the most? There is something special about the hallway, definitely special. The wind is blowing these like plastic sheets, and it's kind of like ASMR. They're a bit like trees. Can you hear that? It's a bit like the breeze blowing through the trees. Anyway, okay, I will catch you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this. Was it completely weird and random? Not sure. Don't care. No, I do care. I very much do care that you enjoyed that. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.